Hi, my name is Veronica. You may already know me from my forum, VeronicaIsles.boardhost.com. And today we're going to be talking about how to act as if. This is for when you're attracting back an ex, and it can complement my 25-day challenge. So if you're on that, this will help you a lot. So what we're going to be doing is talking about the things that you should do and the things that you should not do. So I sort of got this idea from someone on the forum who said that their friend was stalking their ex on Facebook, and we're going to talk about why you're not supposed to do that. Well, basically what you're doing when you're acting as if is you're doing all of the things that you would be doing if you were actually in the relationship now. So if you were in the relationship right now, you would not be stalking this person because you'd be happy with this person and in love with this person and sharing a life with this person. So you wouldn't be stalking them. So that's exactly why we do not do this. Some other things that we do not do, and I see this a lot, because a lot of you are trying to attract back an ex who is currently in a relationship with someone else. And this happens a lot. And don't worry, it doesn't mean you can't attract back that person because plenty of people have done it. It's not an obstacle. But what happens when your ex is with another person is you tend to obsess about this other person. And you tend to get really angry about them and jealous and upset that they're with them and not you. And so what you need to do is you need to resist all of these temptations. Because what happens is you start to place all the emphasis on this person and not on the relationship with you and your ex. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to focus on the ideal relationship, not how much you hate this person, because the universe knows you don't like them. You don't want them to be with your love. And, that's okay, but we don't want to think about them. We don't want to stalk them on social media. We don't want to look at them. We don't want to obsess about them or hate them or get angry about them or frustrated, because again you're trying to take on the aspects of being in the perfect relationship. So if you were in this perfect relationship, would you be worried about this other person? Would that person even exist? No. So you don't want to look at that person's social media or think about them in any possible way, because if you were in the ideal relationship, that person would be non-existent. So this is another thing I see often that you want to avoid. You want to avoid this 100% because it's one of the biggest mistakes people make. You want to send all of your energy to your relationship, not giving energy about how displeased you are that your ex is with this other person. We don't want to do that. So another thing we don't want to do is we don't want to get upset because, if you were in the ideal relationship, you'd be happy. You'd be full of joy. You'd be laughing all the time. You'd be the best version of yourself you possibly could be. So you don't want to engage in sadness, depression, anxiety, none of these things, because what you're trying to do is take on the steps of being in the perfect relationship. You're acting as if. You wouldn't be doing any of these things if you were in the relationship. So I want you to think right now, if you were in, this perfect relationship with this person that you love, what would you be doing? What would you be thinking? When you wake up in the morning, what would the first thing be on your mind? What would life look like? As you go throughout your day, as you're at work, or if you're eating lunch, or, doing activities, what would you be thinking? What would you be doing? How would these things feel? Usually when people are in love, everything is happy and wonderful. The sky looks brighter. Everything looks wonderful. Even if it's rainy and dreary out, the weather still looks beautiful. Everything looks beautiful when you're in love. And that's why you have to start looking through the eyes of love and being filled with that great joy and great appreciation of life and everything it has to offer. So this is another way that you can act as if. Acting as if is taking on all of the psychological roles, all of the habits that you would have. Acting as if also means the things that you would say to other people. So for example, if right now you're complaining to your friends or complaining to family members or, feeling sorry for yourself, you need to stop all of this. You need to say only positive things about your relationship, even if you're not back together with them yet, because I know that many of you are just trying to attract them back, and you absolutely can, but you need to be positive. All of your words and actions have to support this goal. You have to be positive. You have to say, I believe everything is going to work out and everything is going to be okay. So when people ask you questions, try to be as supportive as possible to what you want to attract. With the universe, you sort of have to remember the saying that actions speak louder than words. So if you've ever heard that expression, it's a perfect example for manifestation, because the universe looks at all of the things that you're doing, not all the things that you're saying. So in your head, you may be saying, I want to be back with this person and I want the ideal relationship. But all of your actions have to support this as well, because the universe picks up on this energy. And you're creating energy when you're doing all these actions or saying these words to other people or having feelings. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that all of these things support what you want. Now, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that this will encourage you and help you on the 25-day challenge. If you're unfamiliar with it, I will provide a link to my forum so that you can read more about it. And I'd be happy to coach you more one-on-one, or if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to contact me at VeronicaIsles@gmail.com, or visit my website, which is VeronicaIsles.com, or you can get a lot of helpful support at the forum, which is VeronicaLOA.boardhost.com. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, you can absolutely do this. There is no reason why you can't do this, and I expect you to be the next testimonial on my website. So you're going to inspire a lot of people, and you're going to be the happiest you've ever been, and you're going to be so glad you did this. Have a good one.